is brave. She is brave. She is bold. She is bold. She is you.
You're tuned in to Word of Mom Radio here on the Word of Mom Media Network.
Welcome back to Building Your Empire with SophieZo, hosted on the Word of Mom Media Network. This is Sophie Zollman, the owner and founder of FMD Strategic Partners and the host of the show. Today we're talking about something that might be the most dangerous position your marketing can be in, and you probably don't even realize it's happening. It's not when your marketing is completely broken. It's when it's just okay. When it's humming along, generating some results, but definitely not setting anything on fire like it used to. Remember when your marketing used to light up your inbox and fill your pipeline overnight? When you'd post something and immediately see engagement, responses, and inquiries? When your campaigns felt electric and generated that rush of excitement because they actually moved the needle? Now it just sort of hums along. Not broken, but definitely not blazing. That's the plateau. And here's why it's more dangerous than outright failure. When something's broken, you know you need to fix it. When something's just okay, you might not realize you're slowly losing ground until it's almost too late. Imagine a wellness practice that built solid marketing momentum over several years. Their approach worked beautifully. Consistent social media, regular email newsletters, steady content creation. It generated a reliable stream of new clients and helped them grow from startup to established practice. They felt good about their marketing because it was working. But somewhere along the way, without really noticing, the results started flattening out. Their social posts still get likes, but not as many. Their emails still get opened, but engagement feels lukewarm. Their content still gets published, but it doesn't spark conversations like it used to. They're still getting new clients, but the flow has slowed from a stream to a trickle. The tricky thing is that nothing feels dramatically wrong. They're not in crisis mode. They're not hemorrhaging clients. But they're also not growing the way they used to, and they can't quite put their finger on why. They're stuck on a plateau that feels safe, but is slowly eroding their competitive position. This scenario plays out constantly across service industries. Businesses get comfortable with good enough marketing results without realizing they're actually sliding backward in a competitive market where standing still means falling behind. So let's talk about the first major danger of plateau marketing. How plateaus feel safe but slowly kill momentum. This is probably the most insidious aspect of being stuck in okay marketing because it happens so gradually you don't notice until significant damage is done. Think about what happens when your marketing results flatten out. At first, it might actually feel like relief. After the intensity of building momentum and the pressure of constant growth, a period of steady, predictable results can seem like you finally figured it out. Your stress levels drop because you're not constantly worrying about marketing performance. But here's what's really happening beneath the surface. While you're maintaining steady results, your market is evolving. Your competitors are advancing. Your audience's expectations are rising. Your industry is changing. What felt like stability is actually slow decline relative to the moving benchmark of market conditions. The momentum you worked so hard to build isn't just pausing, it's dissipating. Marketing momentum is like physical momentum. It either continues building or it starts declining. There's no such thing as perfectly static momentum in a dynamic marketing environment. Think about your own marketing trajectory. When was the last time you felt genuinely excited about your marketing results? How long has it been since your marketing surprised you with unexpectedly strong performance? Are you maintaining results or actually building on previous success? Here's what many service providers miss about marketing momentum. It requires continuous input to maintain, let alone grow. A fractional marketing department understands this dynamic and brings the strategic perspective to identify when steady results are actually early warning signs of decline. When a fractional marketing department evaluates plateau marketing, they're not just looking at current numbers. They're analyzing trajectory, competitive position, and market evolution. They can spot the early indicators that steady results are masking underlying erosion before it becomes obvious through dramatic performance drops. By recognizing that plateaus slowly kill momentum rather than preserve it, you transform from reactive maintenance to proactive advancement that keeps you ahead of market changes. The second major challenge with plateau marketing is that what used to work may now be holding you back. This is particularly difficult to recognize because you're emotionally attached to the strategies that created your initial success. Picture a financial advisory firm that built their client base through a particular content approach that worked brilliantly 3 years ago. They developed expertise in certain topics, found their voice, and created content that resonated strongly with their target audience. It generated leads, built authority, and established their reputation in the market. But markets evolve, client preferences change. New competitors enter with fresh approaches. Information becomes commoditized. What once felt innovative and valuable now feels standard or even outdated. Their content still gets published and generates some engagement, but it no longer stands out or drives meaningful business results. The challenge is that this approach represents significant investment, time, energy, expertise, and identity. It's hard to recognize when something that worked so well is now limiting your growth. It's even harder to let go of strategies that feel like core parts of your business identity. What makes this particularly tricky is that outdated strategies don't usually stop working completely. They just stop working well. They generate enough results to justify continuing, but not enough to drive meaningful growth. You're stuck investing resources in approaches that provide diminishing returns while missing opportunities to implement more effective strategies. Consider how this might apply to your marketing. Which of your current approaches are you continuing primarily because they worked well in the past? How honestly can you evaluate whether your proven strategies are still optimal for current market conditions? What might you be missing by staying committed to approaches that served you well previously? The thing many service providers miss about marketing evolution is that success often creates blind spots. When something works well, we naturally want to keep doing it. But markets reward innovation and adaptation, not just consistency. A fractional marketing department brings external perspective that can objectively evaluate whether your proven approaches are still optimal or are now limiting your potential. A fractional marketing department might analyze a practice's content strategy and recognize that while it's still generating some results, it's no longer competitive with newer approaches in the market. They might identify that the practice's expertise has evolved beyond their marketing messaging, or that their audience's needs have shifted in ways that their current approach doesn't address effectively. By honestly evaluating whether your proven strategies are helping or hindering your growth, you create space for approaches that can break through current limitations and reignite momentum. The third key element, and this is where transformation happens, is how a fractional marketing department helps you identify and replace outdated tactics with ones built for your next level of growth. This goes beyond incremental improvements. It's about strategic evolution that creates breakthrough results. Think about a healthcare practice that's been using the same marketing approach for several years with gradually diminishing results. They know something needs to change, but they're not sure what. Their current approach isn't broken enough to abandon, but it's not effective enough to rely on for growth. They're stuck in marketing limbo. A fractional marketing department transforms this situation by conducting comprehensive analysis that identifies exactly what's working, what's declining, and what's missing. They don't just optimize current approaches. They evaluate whether entirely different strategies might be more effective for current market conditions and growth objectives. What makes a strategic replacement particularly powerful is how it's based on data and market analysis rather than just creative preferences. A fractional marketing department can identify which elements of your current approach are worth preserving and which need complete overhaul. They bring frameworks for testing new approaches while maintaining stability in areas that continue performing well. This systematic approach to marketing evolution ensures you're not throwing away what's working, but you're also not anchored to approaches that have outlived their effectiveness. It's strategic transition that builds on your strengths while addressing your limitations. Consider how the strategic evolution would transform your marketing effectiveness. Instead of gradually declining results disguised as stability, you'd see renewed growth and engagement. Instead of wondering why your proven approaches feel less effective, you'd have clear understanding of what needs to change. Instead of being stuck with okay results, you'd have marketing built for your next level of success. The thing many service providers miss about marketing evolution is that it requires both courage and expertise. Courage to honestly evaluate what's not working, and expertise to identify what will work better. A fractional marketing department provides both the objective analysis and strategic guidance needed for effective transition. A fractional marketing department might help a consulting practice transition from content approaches that worked well when they were smaller to positioning strategies that align with their current expertise and market aspirations. They might identify that the practice's messaging needs to evolve to reflect their expanded capabilities, or that their content distribution should shift to channels where their ideal clients are more active now. By working with a fractional marketing department to strategically replace outdated tactics with approaches built for growth, you transform marketing from a limitation to an accelerator that drives breakthrough results. Now let's talk about how these three insights work together to break through marketing plateaus. When you recognize that plateaus slowly kill momentum, you shift from complacency to urgency about improving results. When you honestly evaluate whether proven strategies are now limiting growth, you create openness to necessary changes. When you engage expert support to replace outdated tactics with growth-oriented approaches, you transform marketing from stable mediocrity to accelerating excellence. Together, these elements break the hidden trap of okay marketing and reignite the momentum that drives meaningful business growth. Consider how this integrated approach might transform a service provider stuck in plateau marketing. Their fractional marketing department would first analyze why their previously effective approaches are generating flat results. They'd then identify which elements are worth preserving and which need strategic replacement. Finally, they'd implement new approaches designed for current market conditions and future growth objectives. The resulting transformation breaks through the plateau to create renewed momentum and competitive advantage. Now, this brings us to something I often hear from many service providers. But our marketing is still working. Shouldn't we focus on other business priorities? The answer is that plateau marketing creates hidden opportunity costs that compound over time. While you're maintaining okay results, competitors may be building stronger market positions, and you may be missing growth opportunities that could transform your business trajectory. Think about implementation in practice. When you engage a fractional marketing department to break through plateau marketing, they typically begin by conducting comprehensive analysis of your current performance, competitive position, and market opportunities. They identify what's generating your current results and what could generate better results. They then develop transition strategies that maintain stability while implementing more effective approaches. The beauty of this approach is how it transforms marketing from a source of complacency to a driver of excitement and growth. Instead of being satisfied with okay results, you become energized by the potential for breakthrough performance. Instead of being anchored to approaches that worked in the past, you implement strategies designed for future success. Instead of slowly losing competitive ground, you advance to stronger market positions. Your business deserves marketing that creates momentum, not just maintains it. Your expertise deserves to be showcased through approaches that generate enthusiasm, not just acknowledgement. Your growth potential deserves to be unleashed through marketing that breaks through limitations rather than accepts them. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. Until next time, remember that the most dangerous marketing isn't broken marketing. It's okay marketing that slowly erodes your competitive position while feeling safe and stable. Ready to break through plateau marketing with strategic approaches built for growth? Schedule your digital success session at www.SophieZoCalendar.com today. And now I want to thank you for stopping by on the Word of Mom Media Network. It is time to close this episode with our theme song from the Smith Sisters and the Sunday Drivers. I look forward to seeing y'all next week.
She is sure, she is sure, she is strong, she is strong, she is true, she is true. She is brave, she is brave, she is bold, she is bold, she is you, she is you, she is you, she is you. She is sure, she is sure, she is strong, she is strong, she is true, she is true. She is brave, she is brave, she is bold, she is bold, she is you, she is you, she is you, she is you. Sure of herself, yeah, she takes care of biz, powerful and strong, yeah, she knows who she is, has integrity, woman strong and true. You know her by name, see this woman is you. She is sure, she is sure, she is strong, she is strong, she is true, she is true. She is brave, she is brave, she is bold, she is bold, she is you, she is you, she is you, she is you. She is sure, she is sure, she strong.